Welcome to STEELEFIT. MGB. This is your muscle. Look. Blue. Prick. Go flex. Go flex.
Your shoulder is the most mobile joint in your body. And because it's the most mobile, it's also the least stable. So that means that joint integrity is super important, and it's more important in your shoulder than any joint in your entire body. I have the perfect solution, and that is called the 4-step rep. I want to go over how you typically see a 10 rep set when you're at Crunch Fitness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Set complete, 15 seconds. 10 reps, that was double the weight. Why do reps not matter? Because a rep in and of itself doesn't tell you anything. If your goal is to get to rep number 10, like I just did, you're missing out on half of the muscle benefits, because you can get so much more from focusing on the things that matter the most. I want to go over how you can execute a side raise and maximally engage the muscles that we're trying to work. Now, what muscles are we trying to work? We're trying to work your deltoid muscles. And these muscles sit right here on your shoulder. So what we're trying to do is position these muscles in a plane that moves your arm straight out to your side while preserving the integrity of your shoulder joint. As I talked about before, your shoulder is the most mobile joint in your body. And because it's the most mobile, it's also the least stable. So that means that joint integrity is super important, and it's more important in your shoulder than any joint in your entire body. So let's look at this on Charlie. So if Charlie's doing a side raise and he's got a dumbbell in his hand, what most people do is they go arm straight out to their side. Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to follow the plane that this bone sits through, which is angled around your rib cage. So the way he's gonna do it is he's gonna be to the side, but also slightly forward. So he's moving through this plane and not straight through this plane. So we're gonna be arms out in front of your body just a little bit. Another thing that I'm gonna have you do today is that I'm gonna have you lean forward at your trunk slightly. So your arms are gonna be here, your trunk is forward a little bit, and we're gonna do this motion right through this plane. That's the brief explanation. I'll go over more details as we do this. Let's get into the exercise. Let's do this thing. So my trunk is leaned forward, my arms are slightly forward, and then we're gonna lift in this plane that we went over, which is to the side, but angled in front just a little bit. I'm gonna control all the way back down, and I'm gonna think about the top of my shoulders contracting and lifting my hands up. Now notice that I'm leading with my elbows. So my elbows are positioned over the dumbbell. They're moving before the dumbbell is moving. This dramatically alters the recruitment of your shoulder muscles, and it changes everything. What would the difference be? The difference would be if I'm lifting this and leading with my hands like this, as opposed to leading with my elbows here. What a lot of people will do is they will maneuver their forearm position to engage other muscles, and it's part of the body's escape to not work what may be weaker, which are your deltoids. So if you're not used to doing this exercise, it is super common for the hands to lead the elbows, which is going to activate the muscle that we're trying to activate less. So pay attention to that. I want you to see what is moving what. How do we do that? Well, I have the perfect solution, and that is called the 4-step rep. What is the 4-step rep? Step number 1, you're gonna tighten your muscle before you move. How are you gonna do that? You're gonna tighten your deltoid, this muscle right here, and you're gonna make this muscle move this part of your arm, which is your elbow. And that's gonna help your elbow lead your hand. And then step number 2 is you're gonna tighten so hard that only your deltoid muscle pulls your elbow up as it leads your hand. And then step number 3 is when you get to the top of the motion, you're not just gonna hold and you're not gonna fly through it. You're gonna squeeze your deltoid as hard as you can, maintaining that tension in that position. And then step number 4 is then you're gonna continue that tension and fight that load all the way back to the starting position. That is why the 4-step rep is so simple, yet it's so hard. And it's brilliant in the sense that you can apply it to every single lift that you do, not just this. I wanna go over how you typically see a 10 rep set when you're at Crunch Fitness, because I was at Crunch Fitness earlier today and this is what I saw. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set complete, 15 seconds. 10 reps, that was double the weight. Why do reps not matter? Because a rep in and of itself doesn't tell you anything. If your goal is to get to rep number 10, like I just did, you're missing out on half of the muscle benefits, because you can get so much more from focusing on the things that matter the most. Max tension, max effort, taking yourself near failure with control for a certain amount of time under tension. All those variables combined matter. You can't pick and choose one or the other. They all matter. Now you can do that and you can get half-assed results, or you can maximize your results by maximizing your muscle activation. Number 2, that shows you that the weight doesn't matter, because I just doubled the weight and I got half the benefits. The weight doesn't matter. The reps don't matter. You know what matters, and it's all the variables that I just covered. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found this beneficial. If you did, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. This will help me and ensure that my content reaches more people on YouTube. If you want to join the MGB officially, you can scroll down in the description and there are 2 links. One is to the Apple App Store and the other is to the Google Play Store. And you can join my app for free and view some free content. And I also have some really in-depth programs. I have a complete blueprint that's gonna walk you through how you can build muscle the most efficiently and the safest way possible. I hope you join me next time.